Hey everybody, welcome back. Live at Drew's house, another edition. Hope you are all doing well out there. We got ourselves the high school kids on today, a sports show with the Newburyport Clippers Soccer squad. 18-0, the Newburyport Clippers soccer team this year. 18-0, undefeated. It is state tournament time. Man, fall season goes by quick. All right, here we go. This is what we're going to do, boys. I'll read the names. You guys raise and say hello when I say your name. Owen Tank, Will Aquaviva, who I know we've met your brother before. We'll talk about that. Jamie Brooks, Duncan Core, and Kellen McDermott. I did good with names, right?
Yeah.
I don't always, but that's good. All right, how we doing, boys? Good to see you.
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
18-0. Man, what a season. Who wants to talk about that first? What a year. Wow. So right to you, Jamie Brooks. All right, Jamie, you get the microphone.
It's just been really great. We're coming off a strong year last year, and we only lost 6 seniors, and a lot of other kids stepped up.
So you're saying you knew you were going to be good?
Yeah,
Actually, 6 is kind of a lot, right?
Yeah, but when you have a program as strong as ours has been in the past few years, you kind of know that the kids coming up will fill those roles as well as they can, and that's what they did.
So you guys got depth.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So you built a good program here. Duncan, what's it been like to, or Duncan, sorry, we'll go. I'm just going to try to randomly pick you guys. Sorry. What's it been like to be a part of this team? We'll go to the back row a little bit.
It's been great. Last year we had just like a crazy environment, all the guys, such a tight-knit group, and this year we kind of built that up even more, pasta parties, like team bowling, that kind of stuff, and our coach has been like one of our best friends, so it's been a ton of fun.
Yeah, who's the coach? You can name drop him.
Sean Blue.
Sean Blue. He's been there for a while now, right?
Yeah, he's the best.
Yeah, he's the best. Wow, very good. You must be getting a lot of playing time. Kellen, you're trying to get out of the way, Kellen, but this team this year?
It's definitely something special. We've all been playing soccer together since we're probably about 6 years old, through even town and club as well. So
everybody in this room? Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And we've got, I think, 15 seniors this year, so it's crazy. We've all been on the same youth soccer team. They just posted an article in the Daily News where it's a picture of us in U12 and a picture of us in this season. It's pretty much all the same kids.
The old "where are they now" thing.
Yeah, exactly. So we've been waiting for this for a long time. Last year and this year, we knew we're gonna be kind of the years we were looking to make a deep run in the state tournament.
Nice.
And have a good season. So, yeah, it's been a long time in the making.
So expectations were high. Owen Tank, let's throw the mic over to you there. What's the is that like a little added pressure when you talk about, you guys kind of knew you were going to be good, you knew you're supposed to be good? Is that a little bit of added pressure going into a season?
I wouldn't say added pressure because 18-0 is pretty special, but I'd be lying to say if we didn't really expect it a little bit in the back of our minds. But
yeah,
I wouldn't say there's any pressure because we're all so close and you just expect it out of each other.
All right, fair enough. Will Aquaviva, same question to you. Did you? It must get weird. You start winning, you get 9, 10, 11-0. You're getting everybody's best effort, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's kind of just like beginning of the season, we knew it would be really good, kind of like what Jamie was saying. We've had depth for a while. Yeah. But bringing up so many seniors this year and returning players and only losing 6.
Yep.
It was just the amount of depth they have on the field, on and off the field, is just crazy. And as Tank was saying, I wouldn't call it as much pressure, because as a team, we've all known each other forever. Yeah. We've been playing together since we were 6, 8 years old. So it's kind of just we're a tight group, and we're all friends. And it's so
keep each other loose.
Yeah, it's kind of be honest, but no one takes it personal.
All right, very good. Your brother was Sam, right? He's been on the show years ago.
Yeah, probably for cross country though.
Yes, not for. You made it clear, not for soccer. Okay.
Yeah, not soccer.
Yeah, wasn't he? He was some star runner here, wasn't he? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, so I think 4 years ago he made a good run for the state. I think he won.
You think he won?
Division 4 or everything. Yeah. He's had a good run, so he's had a few accomplishments.
Good. We'll tell him we hope he's doing well. You ever try to keep up with him?
No, that won't happen.
That won't happen. All right, there you go. Fair enough. You're honest. Jamie, talk about what's the intangibles on this team that lets you get to 18-0. Is it? I know you guys have good chemistry and stuff, but you guys must have been tested a little bit this year.
Yeah, we've been down. Last year, we were never really behind in any games.
Really, never? Wow.
Yeah, but this year, there's been a few times where we've had to chase and get goals back, but we've consistently shown that we're able to do that, which is something that's pretty important, and come tournament time could really be something we need to do against those better teams.
What teams pushed you?
Well, one team that we played last year in the States that kind of surprised us was Excel Academy, and so we scheduled them again this year, and we went down early against them, but we rallied and got 2 goals back quick, and then ended up winning.
Oh, nice.
Same thing happened with Central Catholic and Beverly, both strong opponents that we played last year, but this year they've had strong programs, strong teams, and we just had to rally, get the energy up, and come back and fight, and we were able to do that and show that even if we're down a goal, we can just push through and win.
Kellen, when you're in the locker room, you're down, trailing to one of those teams. Like, is there a has there ever been like a panic, or is there somebody that like speaks up in the locker room? Put me in that like halftime locker room.
No, I would never call it panic. We're usually pretty confident in ourselves that we're going to be able to get the goals back and everything.
Yeah.
Coach Blue does a really good job at halftime because he's able to pick out pretty much the exact things we need to change, and when we make those changes after kind of regrouping a little bit at the
Halftime adjustments.
usually in most cases, if we're down a goal at halftime, we come out flying in the second half. Coach rallies us a little bit in the locker room, and just it's never been like you go into the locker room and everyone's pissed off, blaming each other for everything. We all go in and we kind of just talk like, hey, like this needs to change, this needs to change, this needs to change.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen, and kind of just reset a little bit, and we come out in the second half. I think trailing, there hasn't been a second half where we weren't impressed with our start, and maybe just the whole second half in general.
Duncan, there's like even if we watch like professional soccer, like there'll be moments, these guys are the best players in the world, but just you'll see those guys getting after each other sometimes and yelling at each other. We got to do this, you got to be in this spot, whatever. I mean, you guys have been together, playing together your whole lives. Does that happen out there with you guys? Like, you feel comfortable, like if something needs to change, or maybe your buddy doesn't see something that you see, like you guys can kind of yell at each other and know that it's not personal, it's just for the best of the team?
Yeah, totally. I mean, we know that we're great, and so we expect greatness.
I
from
love
each
that
other.
line.
And so we expect nothing but greatness. So pretty much, if you're out there and someone's not looking great, you're gonna tell them. But as soon as you step off the field, it's not personal. You're best friends again, and that's how we get better, and that's how we kind of make these rallies and these comebacks, and so that's gonna help us a ton moving forward. Cool.
Well, that's good to hear. Let's go back to Owen here for a second. Who's the guy that like is the you probably got like the serious guy on the team, and then like the kind of the jokester, right? Who are those people? We'll start with you, Owen. You get the easy question.
I'd say Adam Bovey's a big jokester. Same with our 2 freshmen, Sean and Ryan. They're pretty funny.
The freshmen. Wow, a lot of times the upperclassmen don't find them funny.
But
Unintentionally funny.
Yeah.
What do we mean by that?
They're just freshmen, so they're little immature at times.
Gotcha.
And we also have 3 exchange students who are funny too. And it's been fun to have them with us this year.
So everybody on the team is just making you laugh. Okay.
Yeah.
Good job.
But I'd say the serious, at times, everyone can be serious, but the serious kids are Luke O'Brien likes to focus.
Yeah.
He likes to be locked
He
in.
cuts off some of the laughter.
Yeah.
Time to be serious, boys. All right, I get that. Will, the kind of the same question, but actually I want to hit on one thing because you guys have some freshmen. You guys are all upperclassmen. It can be tough being like a freshman on a good team, like an 18-0 team. You guys are. We all know there's a big difference between freshmen and seniors. Like, it's practically kids and adults almost. What is that like, trying to incorporate freshmen? Has it been kind of seamless? Do you guys take pride in the fact that you have been able to incorporate that?
Yeah, I'd say we take a lot of pride in just really incorporating and like being nice to the freshmen. We've always made them feel like they were part of the team.
Being nice too.
Yeah. Well, and both of them are like super outgoing, and they're also like very good at soccer. I mean, there's a reason they're here.
Yeah. It's just 2. It's 2.
Yeah,
you said.
It's two brothers.
They're
2 brothers.
They're twins.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who are they? What are their names?
Sean and Ryan.
What's the last name?
Gaspar.
Tough name.
Yeah.
It's cool. All right. Well, that's good. Yeah. So, I mean, it's especially on a good team where you guys are established, and because they didn't play with you from youth leagues, so you guys are all tight. It must be kind of a tough circle to break, I would think, at times. And you probably know, Jamie, you can take this a little bit. You're trying to build a program too, so those guys are going to be important to the future, right? I mean, you want to try to pass along good leadership messages, right?
Yeah, definitely. I could see both these guys being like big influences on the kids coming up and the kids that are already there, because their skills there, and then they just need those like extra leadership skills, and they could really bring this program to just become a dynasty.
Wow, those are big words. Duncan, there's no way you guys are this nice to them in the locker room, actually, right?
No. These guys are the best. The best you could ask for, and when they step on the field, you can't tell that they're freshmen. We like to yell it from the sidelines, tell the other team, but
They're the freshmen?
yeah, especially when they're breaking kids' ankles. But it really is seamless. Like you can't tell at all because they just play at the next level. So it's actually great to see, and it's good that they've stepped up a ton this year.
Yeah. Do you remember, Kellen, when you were a freshman, or coming out playing? I don't even know when you guys started playing varsity, but this when you are younger, it can be tough, kind of getting into those circles. It's tough to be the underclassman.
Yeah, especially when I was a freshman. My older brother was the captain at the time, so he liked to. If he was gonna haze a freshman, it was gonna be me. So no, but honestly, I wouldn't say there's any hazing going on in our program whatsoever. We've been great with bringing the freshmen in. Sometimes these freshmen are the ones hazing us. But
they feel comfortable with you.
Yeah, no, they definitely feel comfortable, and that's definitely a great thing. But yeah, it's tough. As you said, these kids are 14 years old. Some of us are 18, going off to college next year. It's a big difference. They've done a great job. As you said, you wouldn't even know they're freshmen out on the field.
But you guys, so it's funny, I think I definitely have three of you. I don't know about the other two, but so your brother you just mentioned was older. I know. I already mentioned I met Sam Aquaviva, and Duncan, your brother was a hockey guy, right?
Yep.
Ethan?
Yep.
Wow, good dig by me.
Mm-hmm.
Did I just remember that, or did you say it already?
Nah, you remember.
That's a good job by me. I used to call the hockey game, so I remembered his brother a little bit. So did you guys have brothers? Who did I miss? No. Okay. So three of you have just kind of seen high school success. Did that help you guys, you think, watching older brother?
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, especially this season, the team my brother's senior year was pretty good. That was our freshman year. They set a lot of records, so coming into our senior season,
you're trying to break those records, weren't you?
Records, yeah. Especially because him and I played the same position, so
yeah.
Looking to beat his shutout records this year.
Oh, so you're the goalie. I should have asked that.
No,
sorry.
I'm not the goalie. I'm the center back. This is the goalie right here.
Oh, okay. You're the goalie.
Yeah.
So Owen Tank's the goalie.
Yep.
All right.
And just beating the shutout record.
Look at that, Owen. He's taking pride in the shutout record. How about that, huh?
Yeah.
It's all the defense.
All the defense. That's a good goalie. Giving the defense credit. How many clean sheets do you guys have?
14.
14 out of 18?
Yep.
Owen, for a second. How many goals have you actually given up this season?
4. I
4
think.
goals in 18 games?
Yeah.
That's not a lot of goals.
It's not.
Is this so? You credit your defense, which is what a good goalie
I
does.
credit my defense because the saves I have to make, I feel like anyone in the circle could make too.
Jamie, is it true? Has he stood on his head a little bit?
There's some.
Grab the mic.
There's some saves that are definitely some very good ones, but I mean, like you said, the defense does a great job at shutting people down, and he makes the saves that he needs to and keeps us in games.
Gotcha. And the goalies do keepers, right? Keeper, sorry. There's more to it. You're yelling out a lot of instructions too, right? You kind of have a bigger feel for the game than it's not just stopping the ball, right? There you go. Grab the mic. I like that.
Yeah, I think that's something I've worked on this year is just communication. I think me and Kellen do a good job communicating through the back. So I think that's helped us this year.
All right, cool. And anybody else want to add to that? The defensive stability? No, we're good. We've talked enough about the defense. Okay, good. 4 goals in 18 games. And you were trailing in one game or 2?
3.
Yeah.
All right, interesting. So you guys just didn't show up for those first few minutes of those games. I think that's about it. State tournament time comes now. It is. You guys have probably heard the story of you go undefeated. Sometimes teams that will lose their undefeated streak at the end of the year. Sometimes you'll hear teams pretty much fake say this, but they'll be like, maybe that was the best thing to happen to us. You guys didn't have that loss, that test of knowing what it's coming back from a loss. Does that add more pressure to you guys? I know it feels like you guys don't feel any pressure at all, but maybe a little. Go ahead, Will. You want to take this one?
Yeah. So we definitely feel what you're saying, not having a loss before going into the tournament, and especially while playing these better teams.
Yeah.
So we wanted to get a test in. Our coach luckily scheduled us against St. John the other day.
Oh, okay.
Really good team, number 1 in D1. So playing them, really good test. Owen had a lot of saves. It was just really good for us.
Owen's still tired.
Yeah. It was a good test to have before going into the tournament because we did well against them, but it was also a challenge, which is one of the first times we've had that this year. So
that's clearly Coach Blue just thinking like I want you to see some adversity. That's what he was looking for, right? And obviously you got a little bit. And it's the prep, right? So that's a tough ride. Jamie, what was that like? That scrimmage? Back down to earth a little bit.
Yeah, well, it was good to see how everyone played against a team like that because, I mean, a lot of the teams we see in the Cal are nowhere near that level.
Yeah.
And I think we did a good job holding our own, but we were missing a few guys, so the bench was running a bit thin, which made it difficult towards the end.
Yeah.
Guys got tired and led to more mistakes and some goals were let up. But overall, I think we did a good job keeping up with them for the most part, and I think it was a good test and sort of not a wake-up call, but like allowed us to see what some of these teams will be like later in the tournament.
Did you guys play them on your field or their field?
Their field.
Yeah, well, tough place to go into.
Yeah.
Heart of Danvers, right? Duncan, we talk about state tournament play here coming up. It's soccer. It's one of those sports where, like, you make sometimes a goal wins a game, and that can be it. Like, maybe one mistake or whatever. You'd probably want to make sure you come out firing here. Unlike maybe some of these games, it's tough to come out firing every game when you're 18-0 and you're beating up on teams. Maybe you're a little sleepwalking through the first 20 minutes, but you can't do that for the state tournament. So I imagine that's going to be a message in the locker room pregame.
Yeah, I mean, we know that definitely. Last year we had third round, came out to a tough team and kind of fell flat off the start and went down early.
Who was that? Who'd you play?
Norwell.
Yeah.
And we weren't able to bring it back, so that one kind of stings, and you remember that definitely.
Yeah.
So this year, same mostly group of guys will come into these games knowing that we kind of have to pick it up right off the start, and we'll come out hot. So hopefully that'll be the difference.
Kellen, how frustrating is that? You're a guy in the back who you give up an early goal and you're watching your offense struggle to get it back. That must be like infuriating when, just watching the struggle offensively, right?
Yeah, it's tough. It comes down to the whole team. The offense starts from the defense most times, and we're responsible for a lot of kind of bringing the energy up the field. But yeah, we're looking for some revenge this year. It was a tough way to go out, especially after the incredible season we had last year. So I think everybody on the team, even those who haven't played in the state tournament before, understands the importance of every game. And so we'll definitely be ready to go from the start.
What is Jamie, what's the mindset? Is it like when you come in at 18-0, and I mean, I know you can't think to yourself it's an unsuccessful season if you don't win the whole thing, but I mean, you guys are probably going into this we're a team that can win the whole thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely know the potential that we have. We just got to take it one game at a time because...
Okay, Bill Belichick, very good.
With this, I mean, well, with the way the tournament was drawn, we have probably one of the toughest brackets. Like,
it's a tough
road.
road.
The team that was the 7th seed last year, first round.
Yep.
We have a chance to play Norwell again, second round.
Now there's your revenge game.
Yeah, and they won the entire thing last year. And then if we make it past that, chances are we play the 1 seed. So, I mean, those first 3 games alone could be...
Yeah.
I don't know. It's something different that we haven't really been through before.
Not that you've looked at all the potential scenarios, but but you have. Owen, what's same as a goalkeeper, like you're going to get tested more here in the tournament. What is your mind? Are you just trying to you trust your game and just stay loose out there, or are there things you do differently come a state tournament game, or?
No, I think I trust the defense and trust my abilities. I think if we just do what we've been doing, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't feel any added pressure.
Nope.
That's what you want out of your goalie, right? Yeah. Very balanced. Will, what's the biggest change for you going into a state tournament run here? I mean, is there any mindset change for you?
I mean, the other day I think for me personally, I probably won't be playing. I had a little tweak the other day.
Oh, you're hurt?
Yeah, so I'll be most likely rooting on from the bench.
Oh, what do you got?
Hamstring issues, yeah.
Oh, hamstring. That's not good for soccer.
Yeah, no, it's not good.
When did it happen?
St. John's game, so just the other
in the scrimmage?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. There is something to that, though. I mean, you're going to have to... So who jumps in for you, theoretically? We'll let Coach Blue make decisions, but what do you guys do? Is it as simple as one person, or...?
Duncan, Nolan. We have a left back that's pretty much a left wing half the time.
Okay.
And they'll fill the role better than I do. So it's just, I mean, I'm not too worried about it. It's just kind of like a sting, you know.
Yeah.
Senior season, want to get in, but
I mean, there is something too, though. I mean, I'm sure Coach Blue has talked to you about this. If you're going to miss these games, then it's like you got to be an extra set of eyes out there. Like, and you're probably going to see things that maybe you've come across during the year. You got to take some pride in that and just kind of look at it differently, right?
yeah. So my job's just to fire up the team now. Hopefully rehab, get back, maybe game 2 in, but this first game, you know.
Let's go to we'll go back to Killen for a second. Is there when you hear something like that, you got a player hurt and maybe hoping to get back for the run? Is that, I mean, not that you guys need added incentive, but is there added incentive? Like the more games we win, the longer we stay alive, maybe you can get back and join us out there.
Yeah, totally. I mean, Will's been a huge part of our team this year, giving us some pressure on the left side. So, of course, all of us kind of, it's almost like, as you said, like play for him. We want to see him in the state tournament this year. And so, yeah, I think definitely a little bit of incentives there. I think regardless, we're just playing because we know, a lot of the seniors are playing because we know, like, this is it. If you lose a game, like, high school soccer's over. And I think that's enough to kind of get us totally fired up to make as deep of a run as possible, because we don't want this to be over.
Yeah, that's a good point. Duncan, take that one too. Take that one too real quickly just before we take a quick commercial break. The idea of just having it be possibly your last game, like that is a whole different mindset, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, especially when you think about like this group of guys and the season we've had. It's just kind of sad to think about. So, like you said, it's an extra incentive. You just don't want this to end. You want this journey to be going forever. So we'll be playing hard to keep it as long as possible.
No doubt. All right, Jamie, just the idea of playing possibly for your life, for your high school life, the final. If you lose, you're out. It's a whole different vibe, right?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely brings a whole different feeling to it compared to last year, because for a lot of the guys, this is the last time they'll really play like competitive soccer.
Yeah.
And so everyone's like really trying and really going for that state championship, because for the amount of time that we've been playing together, I feel like it'd just be the perfect way to kind of cap off and sort of end our high school and soccer careers together and stuff like that.
Well said. Owen, goaltender, same question. Playing for your life,
Yeah,
high school life.
I mean, I think it's kind of sad that we've been playing with this group for, 8 years now, and the next game could possibly be our last.
Oh, it's emotional. He's gonna get sad thinking about it.
No, it's exciting to think about like the journey we've been through, and then it all leads up to this. So I think it's exciting at the same time.
And will be. Well, we know your deal, Will. We hope to see you back out there, man. And hopefully these guys can win a few games, and you can do your thing on the sidelines, and maybe get back out there for one last ride. I know that's what you want.
Yeah, exactly.
Get healthy, though. Real quickly, quick rapid fire. One thing from each of you. I know you guys have a lot of young kids looking up to you. Let's just go left to right, starting with you, Owen. What is the best advice that you could give like a middle school kid that wants to be in your shoes someday, coming up, wants to go 18-0 and make a playoff run senior year?
I'd say hit the weight room, because I'd say I think our team's like one thing that sets us apart is first of all, like very tall, and also very physical and strong. I think everyone in the starting lineup and the bench is like a very strong kid. So I think that's one thing that helps when you get to high school to reach this level. Like it, weightlifting. Will, what's the best advice?
I'd say just try to like almost build a community around it. Like get a group of friends, start training together, like kind of push each other to keep going. Because you gotta like it, right? So it's not just yourself. When you get into the high school, you have this big support group behind you and a lot of people who also share like the same passion. Love it. Good answer, Jamie.
I'd say just put the work in during the off season, because if you can come into the season in that like mid-year form already, you'll be able to put yourself in a much better position than if you were to come in not having touched the ball for like 6 or 7 months since the last time you played. All good so far. Duncan, sorry. I almost called you Ethan.
I'd say just remember every touch in practice, everything in warm-ups and games is all going to lead up to something your senior year. So you'll regret it a ton if you don't use that wisely. So I'd say put everything into every touch you get.
And Kellen?
I'd say just have fun, you know. Some of your best memories will be made in this program, I can assure you. And, you know, just for us, I feel like we're always having fun, even if it's a tough game, tough practice. We all love it. I'd say that contributes to kind of our desire to win games and stuff like that. we win when we have fun. So.
Perfect. You guys have hopefully many games ahead of you here in this state tournament. That's what we're all hoping. Tell people what they're going to see if they come out to see you. Quick sales pitch.
Class on grass.
Class on grass. That's so good. That's awesome. All right. Big thanks to Ryan Rothberg, Sarah Blackstone, Sarah Hayden, the producers here at our show. This has been live at Drew's house. The Newburyport Clippers, 18-0 soccer squad, getting set for their state tournament run. Again, Owen Tank, Will Aquaviva, Jamie Brooks, Duncan Core, Kellen McDermott, nice enough to join us here before they get rolling and hopefully put together a nice little run here. Good luck to you boys. Thank you guys for coming in. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And have fun out there. Right? Live at Drew's house, Joppa Afternoon Drive. Thanks, everybody.